Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chris Smart coming to you live with Power Spectrum Internet and my house here. I am in lovely Clarksville, Tennessee here, and this stream live broadcast is brought to you by me, myself, and I. Today's topic of today's video choice, if you haven't read down below, is going to be the September review of Steam hardware and software survey. Every so often scene goes over. Um, my thoughts in here on this. Um, Steam goes out there and takes a survey of people who are doing something. You usually could be any survey. I've had this survey happen to me to ask me, do I like, it'll ask me what I'm playing, it'll ask you certain things, mostly things about relating to your gaming experience. The greatest thing of all time, graphics card of all time, is is considering the is considered to be the a 1080 Ti, considered the greatest graphics card of all time. And some people say that because of the overall robustness of what is going on with with the graphics card itself. I got a message here, guys. Sorry, message here. Like your channel, good work. Here's a response. Okay, whatever. Keep it open so you guys can respond to me and stuff. Oh wow. VR for my PS4. Yeah, PS4 VR ain't bad. Yeah, the newer VR ain't too bad either. Newer VR on PS5 is not bad. It's not selling as well as PS4 because notoriety and also the Pro coming out. But today's topic of this video today is going to be on, like I said, Steam hardware and software survey, September 2024. My thoughts on this. Now, it's mostly you guys know, like I said, hardware is divvied up by people who have certain incomes. A lot of people are still using the old graphics cards. Some people are still using 980 Ti's, and that's considered ancient. But that's considered a predecessor to the 1080 Ti. That is relegated the greatest damn graphics card of all time, GTX. Still considered kind of pricey. You can probably get it now cheaper, used, but still considered one of the cream of the crops. Any better, 1080 Ti, 3080 Ti, so on and so on. The 3070, what I have, falls right in the middle between 2080 Ti and a 3080. It's more powerful than 2080 Ti, but lacks VRAM. Because VRAM, I think I had like 11 or 12. I think it's 11 on the 1080 Ti and 2080 Ti. Both have 11 gigabytes of VRAM. Why I did that? That's NVIDIA. They're kind of screwed up in the head. They just whatever. Anyway, moving on. So this list was compiled. It goes from software and hardware. A lot of people are still using the 10 Direct 10X is still being used by 0.44%. It's down 4%. DirectX 12 is up 98%, but at 17% plus through July, May, June, July, August, and September. 90%. The 10 DirectX 10 trailed from 44 to 48, 49, 44, 40. So down 4%. And DirectX and below are pretty much, at 5% below. The top is graphics card of all time. The most used graphics card of all time is right now going to be in the running. It's literally going to be the 4060. It's up 1.17%. Second place, 4070 Ti. My 3070 is somewhere on the list, probably the bottom of the list, probably. Even though it's a good graphics card, but here the 3070, it's seven on the list at 16%, tied with the 2060, 3.7% in May, 3.36, 352, 315, 331, 16%. Almost the same parallel as the 2060. Um, Now you don't have a lot of 30. The 3070 Ti actually is below 3070 in usage. Um, but and why is that? And in my latest video, I've discussed. I was thinking about getting a 2080 Ti when I upgraded my RTX. Well, 2080 Ti is now two gens behind. It may be three gens behind when the 50 series finally drops. So you might want to go with the 30 series just for a safe bet. You get plenty of updates, driver updates. Because once they cut, and they're cutting the 10, they're going to cut the 10. They already cut the 16 series. The 1080 Ti eventually is going to hit that wall. Which is, you know what, no more for you. Even though it's been around since 2017, 2016, eventually you're going to have to go, okay, okay, old friends, trying to call it pastor and put a little bullet in the old 1080 Ti because it's no longer feasible. Even though it's still a powerhouse card. So I would probably get away at 1080 Ti because it's so late in the life cycle of the 40 series, 30 series, even 20 series is kind of old. I would probably go with a 3080, 3090 if you can get your hands on one. Only because of the VRAM usage. Ti version 38 Ti. 3090 Ti didn't really matter, it's the exact same car, just a little bit faster. If you can go 4070, that's future proofing. But me for myself personally, I would go with 38 Ti or 3090. That's why I'm trying to get my hands on one of those. They're getting a little cheaper, but on marketplaces only, not actually in stores, not actually online, because it's how it is. Marketplaces, you don't know what you're getting, so be careful when you buy stuff at the marketplace. Now, Steam hardware, and this is all about Steam and stuff, and DirectX 11 and 12 are still being used. 10 not so much. 8's pretty much gone. 2-point GPUs, but no, 12 and 11 are still being used a lot more. A lot of games still utilize DirectX 11. A lot of older games. Newer games, DirectX 12. But a lot of systems can't run DirectX 12. No, a lot of graphics cards, believe it or not, cannot run DirectX 12. The older ones, because they're designed for X11. Now, I think the 980 Ti games are suited for that kind of stuff. They're actually been updated enough to run. Now, am I a PC enthusiast? No. But I'm a PC gamer. I've been converted from console about 4 or 5 years ago. And I've been diving headfirst into this. Reason why I'm thinking about because 28 Ti is remotely. Well, if you're going to use it to play the latest games, yes, 28 Ti will work. I'm not saying that you got 28 Ti and Mark saying it's crap. No. If you got 28 Ti, you're very blessed with money, or you got onto it when it first came out because the only way you can get one is by hook or by crook now back then. Yeah, I would stream games too, but I still ain't got a lot of time for that kind of stuff. Because my gaming paralysis, I usually play about 20, 30 minutes, an hour, and I'm done for about a few hours. I have that kind of weird thing. I mean, where I have to do something else. Not because my body hurts. That ain't the case. It's because my mind wanders. I get tired of games. I go to something else. But I have played that kind of stuff on PlayStation 4 when I had one. I did the streaming stuff and had a lot of success with that. So I may do that again eventually. Well, right now I'm just sticking to just doing streaming, the kind of stuff, uploads, doing video game reviews, mostly product reviews, gaming stuff, information, news, and information. But I will consider it their X100, Kill X100, Killa. Uh, yeah, I think I probably will eventually. I'm still trying to contact a locale podcast if I can get on there as a guest, just to you know try the streaming thing out, see how it works. Because streaming myself is one thing, but doing it with other people may help me understand more about it. So going back to the topic at hand, though, these graphics cards here are actually been around for like 3080 still is actually dropped down. 660 Super dropped down 22%. Intel X Graphics has dropped down 5%. The lowest one on the list so far, and DirectX 12 has graphics cards that are just AMD HDs and very few in 8000 GTX. GeForce is only up by 8%. So it does have a lot of graphics cards here, but the DirectX 11 and 12 are probably the better ones you want to stay with. And it's going to be usually anything with 3060. DirectX 11, X11, and 12 are usually the best ones you're going to get your hands on. X11 has a lot of your AMD, your Radeon, some Intel stuff here. No, no GeForce music's going to be GeForce and RTX are going to be X12 for some reason. I think it could because maybe NVIDIA has something going on with Microsoft a little more than what they do with AMD. Even though I think the partnership should be across the board on both companies, should have Microsoft across the board because you're buying an AMD card and you can't play Halo Infinite on your Steam account. You're not gonna buy any Halo game, Xbox games. Why is Xbox gonna piss money away like that? So I think it's just the earlier adoption of the cards were a lot harder to get going with that. But yeah, guys, I'll look into that streaming stuff. I know I have a couple one. I did Twitch for a while at one time, but that kind of just fell apart. Just it kept collapsing, kept getting restricted and other stuff. And not me personally, but it's just the website itself was hacking, and the app was really being weird. Um, and I would try doing it on other ones, but you gotta be careful with some of these other sites. You gotta be careful what you go on these days. They got all that weird crap on there, that pornography crap and the garbage. You gotta be careful and gambling stuff. You gotta be careful of that stuff on there. I've been reading a lot about that kind of stuff where you go on streaming site to stream and you get these weird pop-ups and malware and crap. So you gotta be really careful. So I'm looking into it. Um, I think I could do probably something through Steam probably. Like I said, I want to dip my hand into podcasting first to see how people react to it out on the outside world. Because having you guys, my 160, 170 subscribers, I love you all. But it's different when you're going out and being seen by 100 million people. Big difference. Me personally, I have to slowly get myself out there. Because a lot of YouTubers rush up there too fast. They get an explosion in popularity and it's going to last forever. You saw what happened to, Rich from ViewTech USA and even Alpha Mega Sin. A lot of these guys have toned down a lot. Not because of the problem, because they are collapsing because the bubble is collapsing. Now with Francis was his name Boogie. I did a video on him. He kind of torpedoed his own career, but like I said, it's very rough out there on YouTube right now. So if I'm gonna do any streaming, it's gonna be pretty much under my rules and guidelines how I hold myself and how I do things. And of course, I got to change it up. I have to have a black or blue screen behind me, a little more clean than having shoes sitting everywhere. I can't I can't be a bum sitting on streaming on something. So, but yeah, guys, I'll take consideration. Trust me, I do. All you guys talk about take consideration. But really, with this video here, though, is just going off the software, to bring the software stuff. I told you guys I was going to do the software stuff and bring you guys out there and show you guys what is actually out here in the software and what's really going on with it. Because I wanted to see more about it, and you guys were interested about it too. But about a year ago, I never got into it. But this is the usage of all the graphics cards. You can go on there, go to Steam.com, survey, video card, and I'll show you all that stuff. And it's very interesting stuff. Show you a lot of graphics cards. If you have a 3060, 3050, whatever, it's still relevant on there. A lot of people have 2060s for crying out loud, and they're so relevant. So, guys, really, guys, like I said, my videos are going to tone down a little bit because, like I said, my birthday is going to be here in a few weeks, and after that, I'm going to be traveling a little bit to go out of town for my birthday. So I may not be making the weekend roundup. Probably I'll probably do it on Saturday the 2nd. Then I'm gonna take some sleep, and I'm gonna be heading out to go about an hour or two away. So if I can make a video while I'm driving, I won't do it while I'm driving, but I pull into a rest stop or whatever and make one, whatever. But I will. Okay, so November and December and through first part, second half of January is usually my roughest time because I'm going out doing stuff with family, running around. So I take off 2 weeks. So, but I'll update you guys more about it. But I want to get the information tomorrow, or yeah, tomorrow night weekend roundup is going to be a real difficult one to talk about. It's gonna be very hard to talk about. I know it's late to the party, but it's about self harm, depression, and suicide. I know, but prevention was last month. I'm usually running about a couple weeks a month behind schedule because of things I got going on and the programs I'm working on. It's just a series I'm trying to get going, and I'm doing a lot of thinking, a lot of writing, a lot of strolling, a lot of watching YouTube, a lot of going online and trying to figure out what's to talk about, what's good, what's not talking about, what's. I think it's time to talk about this again. I talk about it every year on my channel. Try to keep it in September, but since it's October, holiday season, this is going to be a little bit more of a you know a gut check for a lot of people. So tomorrow is going to be a very special one, but it's going to be kind of a dark one. I won't do the usual spiel of like, subscribe, notification crap because it's very difficult to say, hey guys, like, since you're suicidal and all, you like, subscribe. That's not cool. I'm not going to be peddling that kind of stuff. Certain videos, I will not do that because to me personally, it feels like I'm trying to peddle my stuff to you guys. And I'm like, nah, I ain't going to do that. So if I don't say it, then it's a very important talking point, something going on. If I do say it, it's like, hey, aviator, day is normal. But I appreciate you guys watching my video. I know all you subscribers are gonna watch it. And of course, this video is not anything bad. So if you're new to the channel, like what you see, like, subscribe, notifications, ring the bell down below. I got plenty of videos going back to 2013. I have two other channels I'm trying to bring over to my channel and consolidate them. I'm telling people about that on my other older channels I have, but it's kind of hard to do when you're trying to, when YouTube algorithm think I'm trying to do something weird. So it's just, YouTube algorithm, the YouTube spider is kind of weird. It says I'm doing something that's, illegal, not my own channel, but whatever. I almost got striked by a YouTube spider because I was trying to pull people from that one channel I had years ago to here. I don't know what it is. I'm like, it's stupid. Anyway, though. But yeah, guys, once again, I thank you guys for watching Boxing Killer 100. Now, I love all you guys out there. Once again, the information about this can be available on Steam. Just type in the graphics cards in Steam users, and it'll bring up all lists. If you have a graphics card on your looking to get one, like 2080 still on there, so it's being used by about almost, think about 1.5% people still using it. A lot of people still using 1080 Ti's. So once again, peace out, guys. Love. See you guys later. Be safe. Marcus out of here. Peace out.